2, 3, funky.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Kiana. Make sure to subscribe. The button is down below. Today I'm doing another sit down video. I normally don't do this many sit down videos, like I'm usually vlogging, but I'm doing another sit down. Days ago, another month passed that Travon has been on deployment, so I decided I would do another deployment like update. I feel like I'm gonna try to do these like every month that goes by. I may or may not, we'll see, but as of right now we're doing another one. No, or I say this on my videos as well, but I'm in a group chat with like a bunch of other girls who have boyfriends that are in the military, and they're either, actually I think Travon may be the only one that's deployed right now, I'm not sure, and then like other ones are like at basic training and stuff like that. So it's nice to have people who understand. I highly recommend that, because it's just nice to vent to other people and that actually understand, because I'm not saying that like you don't always understand if you don't have a boyfriend that's in the military, but it's just easier to talk about it with somebody else who understands completely. In the group chat, we're talking about this book right here. It's the 5 Love Languages Military Edition by Gary Chapman. And I'm not like one of those people that's really into like couples books or like stuff like that. And I haven't actually read a book in a while, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it a try. And I literally read the book within like less than 24 hours, I will tell you that. It was a very good book, and I don't think that it, like, there's a regular edition of this book, but this book just like kind of just like gives examples with like military like marriages and stuff like that, and it gives advice for the spouses who are at home, and then the spouse who is on deployment or whatever they're going through. It is very hard, like, because okay, me and Travon literally live 2 seconds away from each other. Here's my street, and then his street is like a couple streets away, so we literally live within walking distance, and it takes like 2 seconds to drive there in a car. So we pretty much saw each other every day. So we went from seeing each other every day to talking on the phone all the time and texting and just like being able to do whatever. But now we obviously can't do that because he's in a whole different country. So, and there's also a time difference. There's a 9-hour difference. There was an 8-hour time difference, but since we like ended daylight savings time or whatever started it, I don't know, so now there's a 9-hour difference. So when I'm waking up for the day, he's pretty much done with his day, and then when I'm going to sleep, he's waking up for the day. So that's very hard to deal with, and we don't get to talk like whenever we want, obviously, which is obviously an adjustment, because we were able to do that before. I'd just call him randomly just to be like, oh, hey, I love you, and now I can't really do that unless like I check the time. I'm like, oh, okay, he's not doing anything right now. I don't have that time to talk a lot. It's kind of easy to like lack communication and like talking about things in the relationship, I feel like. And I'm also just one of those people that like tries to push it off until like later or whatever, and I'm like that person that tweets about it before I say anything to the person. Very, very guilty of that. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to work on, is instead of tweeting about it, just confronting the problem right away, because it honestly just creates more problems, like not if I tweet about it, it causes more problems. So it's better to communicate. And there are things that we both are working on, obviously. In this book, it just like goes through like the 5 different love languages, and then like it has a part where you can take a quiz or whatever to see which one is your primary love language or like your secondary one. And then it'll tell you like ways to like speak your spouse's love language, and it even gives advice for like if they're on deployment and you can't like do some of the things that you would do if they were here. It also helped me because I didn't really know like the 5 love languages. Like I heard people talk about it, but I never like understood it or knew what they were. So if you're like me and wondering, I'm just gonna tell y'all what they are. There's words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. I didn't take the quiz that was in this. I just looked up one online so that way Travon could take it too. And my primary one was physical touch. And then the second one was receiving gifts. And then Travon's was, his first one was quality time. And then the secondary was acts of service. We haven't actually like worked on like the 5 love languages, or feel like I'm gonna work on that. I'm just gonna, well, in a way I'm sort of gonna do that, because I'm just gonna ask him like, you know, like what can I do, or like what should I do, or something like that, and just like practicing that like both ways, and then working on that together, because I feel like that would help a lot. One of the things that both of us are working on is communication and being better at that. So that sort of applies to that, because that's just something that we need to work on. So I feel like that applies as well. The thing that really helps is like just keeping busy and stuff like that. And I do that when I go to work. Like I obviously don't work like a ton like a normal job, because I am seasonal, but I am getting more hours than like what I was working when I first started the job. So that's nice, because it just like takes my mind off of that for a while. It's nice to be able to like finally like have my own money and just like buy stuff that I'm like, oh hey, I want to buy this. I'm like, I got money so I can do it. AKA Chick-fil-A, because I have a problem. Like I said, talking to other people that understand the situation helps a lot, and just having like friends to talk to is really nice, because I do have friends here, but we obviously don't talk a ton because like we all have really busy lives, but we do like talk when we can. But it's nice to be able to have people to talk to every day. I can just message them and be like, yo, just like random crap, you know. Instead of, it's not always talking about our boyfriends, it's like random crap. Like sometimes we just like Snapchat each other like really ugly pictures for like no reason, because that's just us. But anyways, that's all I have for this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also turn on my post notifications so that way you will know the next time that I upload, and I will see you guys in my next one.